Everybody, we're at Culham in Oxfordshire for round 5 of the Acerbis British Nationals. Can't believe it's gone so quick since we did our first videos at the beginning of the year when we were floundering around in the bad weather. If you've been following my race diaries, you obviously know I'm doing the BSMA Veterans Championship and the Acerbis over 50s Veterans Championship. I had to miss the previous round in Ireland just for work commitments. Really, I've got so much work on with my normal business. To take the time out to travel to Ireland would have been just too much at the minute. So I've lost a couple of points to pesky Kevin. I'm not too sure where I am in the championship standing at the minute. So I've got to pull my finger out this weekend. We've just had 2 back-to-back rounds of the Acerbis Nationals. One was a scheduled one, and obviously one was 1-for-1 that was cancelled due to the bad weather earlier in the year. So we're riding on the hard pack tracks. They've been on the hard pack tracks, have been really good. We're back on sand now, and of course I hate ruts and that lot since my blooming knee surgery. So we'll see how we get on. But we've just been out and done qualifying. I decided to do this after qualifying and not bother showing you the qualifying because it's just a little ride around. Tracks mint. Some of the drop-offs, one's pretty steep, a hard landing off one of them. Other than that, I really enjoyed the track, to be fair. It's been, as I said on my previous race diaries with the BSMA, the UK is in the middle of a heat wave now. I don't think we've had any rain for about 8 weeks. But the track crew have done a brilliant job of prepping the circuit. I think we should be in for some really good racing today. I think we're about halfway down the block, so I've got a chance now after qualifying just to have a rest, check the bike over and gather my thoughts for the first race. done race 1 with good start, not too bad a start, but I don't know what it is. I think I said in my last one from Brookthorpe, first lap or two I'm just not riding aggressively enough, and a few people come past me. Couldn't get on with the track. I don't know what it was. Pesky Kevin come past me as well. The back end of my bike had slipped out previously. I had a heavy landing off one of the drop-offs. The drop-offs seem really steep here this weekend, especially the one just after the big tabletop, not long after the railway. No excuses though, so that's really just me. It's red hot, so obviously even now I haven't got my shirt on, so control yourselves, ladies. But yeah, looking forward to the next one. I just got to, I don't know, ride a bit more aggressively really. So I was kind of just riding round, so I need to sort myself out really, because obviously on the hard pack track, so that's 2 weeks I've ridden well, and it used to be the opposite way around. Sand I used to ride well. Just, I don't know, it's a head game, so just got to try and sort myself out, but enjoying it. Literally just come off the track for second race. Temperature in the 30s today, so very, very warm indeed. Fluffed the drop at the gate, but I really, I know at the beginning of the year I struggled with my starts a bit, getting off the gate, but as soon as the gate dropped I seemed to pull back quite a few, because it was quite a good start. They watered the track quite heavily before we went out as well, so the first lap or two took it a little bit to steady. Other than that, it wasn't too bad a race, so I'm just going to go and check the results. I beat Pesky Kevin that time, so we're one apiece today so far. I'm not too sure if we're going to get 3 races today. They usually try and run 2.5, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow. The track is in brilliant condition considering how dry it is and the weather conditions, and like we've had no rain for about 8 weeks now. The track crew's done a brilliant job of watering it. The Manchester MC FC 250 Husqvarna, I absolutely love that bike. I tell you, it's probably one of the best bikes I've ever had, actually. Not just like the Husqvarna in general bike build, it handles well, there's power there. I do struggle with the gears sometimes because I still ride like 450 and I struggle changing up when I should be changing a bit earlier. I'm trying to get my head around that. The starts are there now, so we'll see how it goes in the next race. But other than that, I'm absolutely loving my riding at the moment, and so a big thank you to Carl Heaton and Manchester MC, and also Darren Hudson for putting another great meeting on. Well, we've just done our third race today. As I said in the earliest clips, blisteringly hot today. I mean, I've literally just come off the track and another couple of laps and that would have done me. I beat Pesky Kevin in that one. Just I got a good jump on the gate and then I knocked it into neutral. So anyway, I recovered from that, got back up with him in the first turn. I could see, I think it was Ian Sawyer on the Honda in front of me, but I never really got much closer than what I could just see him. Couldn't close any more down on him. John Card got me as well, but they'd watered the bottom part and that was really slick down there, so I knew I was going slow down that way. But overall, good first day here at the Acerbis Nationals. I've got to say a big thank you to Darren and all the track crew, because I mean, I say really dry conditions here in the UK. But the track's been running really well. It was very rough. I've ridden at Culham quite a lot, and sometimes on a wet day you can expect it to cut up, but it was really choppy, especially on the downhills. Like this one must be really hard on the brakes today. Going into some of them corners, it just seemed really choppy. And I don't know if one of my earlier videos I said I've been suffering with my left shoulder, and I've still been putting off going to the doctors in case they tell me I'm going to have a go under the knife or anything, but it was killing, and I think I jarred it the one time on one of the drop-offs as well, so it didn't help. But not worth moaning, is it? That's what racing's all about, and I'm really enjoying it. Well, we've just done race 4, first race on Sunday morning. Not a bad start, but Pesky Kevin definitely beat me in that one. I think he needs to get drunk more often, or not, the measure case. He was riding really well. I couldn't get into a groove with it. I don't know, I think when the track's first prepped in the morning, I don't get on with it. I prefer the track to be a bit rougher. That suits my style better. But very hot. It was 34 yesterday, and they said it's going to be hotter today, and I think it's already at that temperature this morning. So we're going to see how the rest of the day goes. We've only got one more race today, so hopefully it's an early finish, so we ain't going to be suffering too much with the heat. I probably won't have a GoPro out for the next one because we're down on a camera, so I've got to have them all out on the circuit. But obviously I'll give you a report on it. Goes the Manchester FC250 Husqvarna, again working brilliantly, but great day.